Hello. So this is the video number 1 in Plan for Prosperity series. I just shared my intro to this series yesterday, so I thought I would share my thoughts on this. So by now, most know me and the way, or somewhat the way in which I view and think of and speak of, and also relate words one to another. So it's time for my next acronym, my fave. The first P in Plan for Prosperity stands for passions. So this acronym I've created to lay out the steps for myself and for others to take a lot of time to work on our inner selves, our needs, wants, and desires. For us to become the people who lay out the right plan for the future, who follow those steps and stays on that plan, and so that way our future is as abundant as possible. Now, before I begin with the first step, I want to thoroughly, clearly, concisely state that when I say prosperity, I am not solely or exclusively discussing financial wealth. In fact, we're all different. We all have different purposes and different missions, different challenges to overcome, different lives to lead, right? To lead. So we will not all access a prosperous financial life this time around. So when I say prosperity, I'm referring to it in all of the ways. So some will feel it one way, some will feel it another. For those who don't care about financial prosperity, and this may not be fulfillment for you, then maybe it's relational prosperity or spiritual prosperity. Maybe it's job fulfillment. Maybe it's just pure life satisfaction and seeing your loved ones succeed. So for some, like I said, only one or two of these things may occur. For others, maybe all. I cannot speak for each and every person individually. So I just wanted to make that clear. Everybody's going through different things. You may have different karmas that you have to face or get over, see through this lifetime. So in each of these steps, the first being relating to your passions, but as in each video as I go along, I will discuss these as it pertains generally to everyone, for humanity as a whole. So this way you can personally apply it in the ways that fit your life and what's going on for you. So let's get started. Passions. First off, from various definitions off of a few sites like dictionary.com, thefreedictionary.com, and yourdictionary.com, I've added definitions together, and I have chosen to define passions as a person, place, thing, feeling, thought, emotion, or situation where one gives his or her all emphatically because of the intense emotion and immeasurable feelings of pleasure, love, enthusiasm, and affection for. A passion is something or someone you adore. So I thought it appropriate to begin with discussing passions and how they play such a major part of each and every one of our lives. Without passion, what do we have to strive for? What would possibly motivate us to go through the daily struggles and strife necessary to help others? Why would anybody do the right thing? For me, passions are what drives my soul. I long to connect with other like-minded souls. I long to have deep personal discussions talking about the amazingness of life and all that it brings to us. I love to do things such as writing, especially because once I begin writing, Sometimes I find myself looking back months or years later, and I hardly remember that it was me who said all of those inspiring and insightful words. Passions are what I long for my daughter to find as she's growing into her own skin. I encourage her to find her passion and to live her life by it or them, through and for them every single day. When we are at one with our higher self, at one with whom the Creator created us to be, then it is only then we can follow our true passions and know that we are walking the path that we are meant to be on. So, besides writing, my passions are, of course, Princess Zoe, but besides her, I long to always live near the ocean, to be able to be a hop, skip, and a jump away and smell the ocean breeze, to walk along the sand, see and hear the waves crashing at my feet. And best but not and last but not least, the sunshine on my face. Can't you imagine it now? I love the sunshine. So recently, very recently, this year in particular, I have learned I have passions that have always laid deep inside my heart, and that is to see the suffering end, to help heal others around me, to help show others that no matter what it is that you're going through or you've been through, or you'll have to live through and overcome the obstacles in the future, that you can still live a life full of joy and happiness. Learn to turn the pain and the trauma that you've experienced, no matter what that looks like for you, turn it into help for someone else's pain. Learn to lessen someone else's life experiences. Learn to lessen that path of pain of theirs because you've been through it. You have suffered through, and although you maybe have had to face some things alone and just terrible and tumultuous, and sometimes you may not have thought that you would make it, that you would survive. Well, today you can stand up next to someone else and be their strength in their time of weakness. I don't feel the need to go through and list all of the possibilities of what your passions may be. If you do feel you might need a little bit of direction, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm currently reorganizing my schedule. I'm not answering my messages every single day or multiple times a day or as quickly as I would like to. However, this is one way to get a hold of me. Another is to comment on any of my posts and or videos. Say something simple like you'd really like to chat, it's important, or that you'd like to discuss something personally with me. Otherwise, I do work through my messages, and in the very near future, I will have an assistant who will help me tend to my personal social media accounts and so on. So please bear with me just a little bit longer. You're all so patient. I appreciate it. And remember, I am human as well, and though I have the best intentions, I do have people in my life and work and the nonprofit Countries Connecting that we're so close to getting incorporated, as well as great news. I had to take a break from my classes in my master's degree, but those are starting up next week. So before I go, I did want to just share a little angel number that I just noticed while I was writing this post, 1202, angel number 1202, and the message it gives me as I was finishing up the post. So just a little bit of inspiration and possible motivation for somebody looking to maybe begin a new adventure, and give you assurance. Numerology is a great way to study the world around you, and it's a way your angels can encourage and challenge you through the many ups and downs that you go through every day. So this is from Sacred Scribes, angelnumbers.blogspot.com. I'll share the reference in the post. but it is a blend of numbers 1, 2, and 0. So number 1 stands for things like creation, new beginnings, attainment, inspiration, self-leadership, assertiveness, initiative, instinct, and intuition. Through thoughts, beliefs, and actions, we're encouraged to take action to what we believe in and desire. It talks of creating our own reality. Number 2 speaks of your divine life purpose and soul mission, having trust and faith in the divine. It appears twice, so that means that obviously the energies of that number, in this case number 2, are doubled. And then 0 always magnetizes the vibrations of all the other numbers it appears with. Also, 0 stands for the God force, universal energies, and this time it's focusing on your spiritual aspects and recognizing potential and means a time for choices, important choices. Can also represent beginnings of points of one's spiritual journey. Following your intuition, aligning with your higher self, is vital because this is where your answers lie, not externally. So with all these combined, 1202, your guardian angels and the energies in the universe are working in your favor to help manifest goals, desires, wants, and needs. It's important to keep your focus on your highest expectations for yourself. Your family life will be provided for while you're on this spiritual journey of achieving your goals, your aspirations, what you're here to achieve. 1202 also tells you it's important for you to step out of your comfort zone. Begin in a new direction. Maybe that's starting a new project, or starting a new job, a career, starting a new relationship. Anything you've been pondering for some time. Again, your intuition should tell you, if you take the time to meditate, go within, eradicate the noise, the external noise around you, and listen to yourself. Let your fears go. Surrender them and pursue your passion and life purpose. So make sure that all thoughts, words, actions, make sure they're all positive and uplifting, because right now is your time of manifestation. And being positive, you're inviting all of those things at a much higher rate. Use any skills and abilities you are blessed with so that you can benefit your own life and others. Finally, positive affirmations and visualizations should be used constantly so they raise your energies and they help draw those things right back to you. Focus on your present, in the positives in your present, the blessings, your gratitudes, and your future, so you help to bring them in and manifest them more easily into your reality. So today, in closing, friends, live your life with passion. Discover your passions. List out what you think they might be. Ask yourself, meditate, figure out what it is that brings you the greatest joy. Pay no mind to others' opinions, their decisions. This should not affect you in your path. We are each individual. We're unique. We're here to follow our own path, no matter what it is that others think about us. Live each and every moment in pursuit of this, and once you discover for yourself what it is you're here to do it with every ounce of courage and all the energy that you have to shine your light and make the difference you are made in here on earth to make. Shine brightly, friends. If you're not already, get on the path to finding your true passions and heart's desires so that you can exhibit grace, courage, and determination to everybody around you, and draw on the wondrous powers you hold within you. Have you discovered your own passions, your own purpose? Share in the comments below. Confidently and proudly, please, and maybe you can encourage somebody else to discover themselves today. Until next time, may you and your family be surrounded with grace, love, and positivity.